Most people do not realize the fact that after years of testing of a new drug and all the rigors of getting approval by the FDA, that when a drug is finally approved and released for use by the public, that we know less than half of the adverse drug reactions of that particular drug. So the question you need to be asking yourself is, how do we find out the other 50% of the adverse drug reactions? Well, the answer is simple. They find them out through you, the general public. In other words, when a physician observes what he or she feels is an adverse drug reaction, they may voluntarily report this reaction back to the FDA. Now, it's important to realize that a physician is really not required to report this potential adverse drug reaction to the FDA. It is strictly voluntary. In fact, studies have shown that these adverse drug reactions are reported only about 3 to 5% of the time. What is even more concerning is the fact that when they do report these findings back to the FDA, they are reported back to the original committee that approved the drug for public use in the first place. I personally do not feel that this is a great system because these individuals have personally been involved with the drug approval process for several years and are anything but impartial. Now, when you consider a plane crash, the FAA that approves the plane for flight does not investigate the accident. There is an independent group called the National Transportation Safety Board that does this investigation. Now, they are an impartial group of individuals that are able to look at the facts of the plane crash effectively. So why doesn't the FDA have an independent and impartial board that can look at these potential adverse drug reactions? That's a good question that I'm afraid is not going to be answered in the near future. Most adverse drug reactions that are reported by the physicians to the FDA are really pretty much ignored. However, if the same kind of reaction is reported in regards to a particular medication over and over, the committee may decide to add an additional warning in what is referred to as the package insert of that medication. You know, that long paper that's filled with very small print and pretty much ignored by almost all physicians and patients. Only if the adverse drug reaction is serious, this original committee that approved the drug may put it in a new black box warning and send out a warning letter to all physicians, which again, according to clinical studies, is usually not very effective. It is only after years and years of very serious and unusually fatal adverse drug reactions that a drug may possibly be taken off the market. Therefore, when you see a drug that has been removed from the marketplace by the FDA, it is usually because this drug has been the direct cause of many deaths. In my book, Death by Prescription, I share the well-documented fact that the third leading cause of death in the U.S. and Canada is adverse drug reactions. There are over 100,000 deaths each and every year due to properly prescribed and properly administered medications. Now, there's another 80,000 deaths each and every year due to improperly prescribed or administered medications, which brings the total of deaths due to adverse drug reactions each and every year to 180,000 deaths. Now, that is only behind heart disease and cancer and just ahead of strokes as the most common cause of death in the U.S. and Canada. What is sad is the fact that over 50% of these deaths can and should be avoided if patients just did not have blind faith in the FDA, their physicians, or their pharmacist. Now, I still prescribe medications to my patients. However, I try to only use medications as a last resort and not a first choice. However, another point I would like to make to you is the next time your physician wants to give you some samples of a new drug that a pharmaceutical rep just left at his office, maybe you should refuse and ask your doctor if there's a drug that has been around for over 5 years that he could prescribe. After all, this is the length of time it takes to really learn all of the adverse side effects of most drugs.